Imagine walking into a car dealership. You point at a standard family-sized Toyota. The dealer smiles and says, "Excellent choice, that will be $150,000. And by the way, you do not own it forever. You're only renting the right to drive it for 10 years. Welcome to Singapore, a city-state so small you can drive from one end to the other in under an hour." In the late 1980s, the country was facing a mathematical nightmare. The economy was booming, people were getting wealthier, and the first thing people buy when they get wealthy is a car. The government looked at the map and realized a cold truth. If everyone bought a vehicle, the entire island would become one permanent, gridlocked car park. The roads would freeze, the economy would stall. They could not just build more roads, they were out of land. They built a financial wall, they introduced a piece of paper. It costs more than a luxury sports car in London or a large house in parts of Europe. But the government does not set the price of this paper. You do. Think of it like a ruthless game of musical chairs. Instead of chairs, there are parking spaces, and the government decides exactly how many chairs exist. Every month, they announce a strict quota of these certificates. Let us call them golden tickets. If there are 1,000 tickets available and 2,000 people want them, a bidding war begins. You sit at your computer. You look at your bank account. You ask yourself, how much is avoiding the morning train worth to me? You submit your bid into a blind system. For a few days, the numbers jump. People panic. They revise their bids upwards. They drain their savings because they cannot bear the thought of losing. The system ranks everyone from highest to lowest. The people at the bottom get nothing. The people at the top get the car. But here's the brilliant twist. The price everyone pays is the exact price of the lowest successful bid. If the 1,000th person bid exactly $100,000, that becomes the clearing price. Even if you bid more, you pay that number. It sounds like a fair free market. Supply meets demand. When you see a car on the road here, you are not looking at a mode of transport. You are looking at someone who successfully outbid 1,000 other people for the right to exist in that lane. But remember that Toyota? The car itself is just metal and plastic. It depreciates the second you drive it away. The certificate is different. It is a ticking clock. From the moment you register the car, a 10-year countdown begins. Day by day, month by month, the value of that $100,000 piece of paper drops to zero. When the clock strikes midnight on the 10th year, the car is legally dead. Thousands of perfectly good vehicles are shipped overseas or crushed into cubes of scrap metal every single month. It is a forced cycle of destruction designed to keep the total number of cars on the island exactly the same. So, where does all this money go? This is the masterstroke of the entire system. The government takes this mountain of cash and pours it directly into the ground. They use it to build one of the most reliable and expansive public transport networks in the world. The wealthy elite, fighting their bidding wars for sports cars, are quietly subsidizing the train lines and bus routes for everyone else. It is a perfect closed loop of wealth transfer. Other countries look at the traffic and try to copy the homework. They try road tolls. They fail because they miss the core psychological truth. If you want to control human behavior, you do not just issue a fine. You force people to bid against their neighbors for a shrinking piece of the pie. The certificate is not really about cars at all. It is a tax on desire, and it works perfectly.